Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
Don't you dare listen to me. Do what Jim Cornette says and do not listen to me.
About Joe Cronin, I could care less. I'm not really a fan of Joe Cronin, but definitely not a fan.
He thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever. I have to explain, he looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper.
That guy is retarded, and I could care less about him, dude.
I love that.
This is the Epic Voice Guy. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Listen, I mean, my life's complete, Keemstar called me retarded, Jim Cornette says I got a cool way of talking into the microphone. Whatever that means. Media One says Joe Bray is going to be dressed like a fat white rabbit with Tommy face. Man, can you imagine if that's what he looks like? He comes in looking like that, just a big mess. I don't necessarily think that the guy's gonna come in like a rabbit. A lot of people think that he's gonna show up like a butcher rabbit or something. I think it's possible he just comes back as Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? And that's the tease, But I don't know. Maybe. I think that's just the tease, though. Before we get to that, while we're waiting for everybody to get here and the live alert to go out to everybody, Adam Cole sent out a message. He tweeted, "I'm running shit when I get back. Seriously, save the tweet. Otherwise," and that text was accompanied by a gif of Cole saying, "You, my friend, are lying to yourself." I don't really know what that means 100%, but it does seem like Adam Cole is ready to come back in the next 30 days or so, whenever that is. We don't know, and they shouldn't tell us, probably. But, because anytime they can have a fun, big return of anybody, they should probably use it. But going into the speculation about Bray Wyatt, which I'm starting to get sick of. We're starting to reach the Sting level rumor situation that we ran into in WWE back in the day when, the rumors of Sting and Undertaker and Sting, oh, Sting this, Sting that, Sting this. Oh, my God. And I finally said, man, I had enough of these damn rumors. And then I think it was about a month or two later he showed up in the WWE after 5 years of being just tortured with Sting rumors. Then the guy finally shows up in WWE, and it was I wasn't even... I think Schlong's View put out 100 videos those 2 months, Sting return coming, or whatever. And then he finally did come back, and it was all right. I haven't talked about it for 2 months. He comes back. Talk about it for 5 years. He doesn't show up. So, whatever. You can't win them all. But for my sanity, for my brain, I couldn't do it every single day like that. Like some people with the rumors about it. But here we are kind of stuck at this moment again. Bray Wyatt. A lot of rumors about him coming back at Extreme Rules. WWE appears to be leaning into the buzz. If you take a look at the latest advertisement for Extreme Rules, WWE released a poster featuring the return of the Fight Pit for a match between Riddle and Seth Rollins. By the way, I love the idea. I kind of love the idea of an octagon, a lion's den, a fight pit, whatever you want to call it. I like that idea for Riddle and Seth, I guess. In some ways, some people would say, oh, it demeans wrestling because, like, wrestling should be the best thing you could do, but, you know, why do they have to resort to this? But it's like, well, that's like having a Hell in a Cell. I mean, so what? The ring isn't as important and regular wrestling is important because it's a Hell in a Cell, so what the hell's the difference between that and a fight pit or a cage or whatever? So I don't really agree with that. I do understand what you're saying, but when you think about it with that bigger picture, it's like, well, okay, doesn't make any sense. So I didn't love the execution behind the scenes fight because Seth was like, I don't know. It was the way Matt Riddle was like, I'll fight you in a fight pit. It just felt like the whole thing was done to tell us about the match. And it felt that way. It felt way too scripted and whatever. I think the reason is because when you're in the heat of a fight like that, I get it. Like, you know, fight me, I'll fight you anywhere. I almost would have made the Extreme Rules match obvious because I feel like it is obvious, like the two of them. Like, I wish that when they were fighting in the back, you know, Seth or whatever, you know, either one of them, Matt Riddle or Seth Rollins, was more like, you know, we can have a match at Extreme Rules, no problem. So let's do it at Extreme Rules. Yeah, let's do it at Extreme Rules. Okay, let's do it at Extreme Rules. And in a fight pit match. And maybe, like, after he said that, he gets loose and headbutts Seth Rollins, and then his nose is busted open everywhere or something like that. Or maybe they could have just said, you know, I want you, you know, fight me at Extreme Rules. You know what I mean? We have an opening to fight. You know, I have a match at Extreme Rules. We'll fight there. And then you could bring in the fight pit thing later. You know what I mean? But it just felt like they were delivering all this exposition about the match and the stipulation. And, you know, I get it. It's happened before. And this may be nitpicking, you know, where someone's like, I want to fight you at Hell in a Cell. Or I want to fight you in Hell in a Cell. You know, and it's like, oh, shit. You know, but when you say, like, I'm going to fight you at Extreme Rules, fight me at Extreme Rules. Okay, I'll fight you at Extreme Rules in a jungle pit match. And it's like, what? It doesn't have the same impact. You know, if he had said, like, yeah, I'll fight you at Extreme Rules in Hell in a Cell, like, it would have been like, oh, shit, they're gonna have a Hell in a Cell match. But when it was like, and I want you in a fire pit match or whatever, or like in a whatever the fight pit match, it was just like, what? It was just weird. You know what I mean? Like, it just it was different. It should have been announced later. Like it should have been announced later. Like, Riddle could have came out later on in the night when he's calmed down in the back, and he could have been like, you know, earlier I challenged Seth Rollins to a fight at Extreme Rules. But the more I think about it, you know, wrestling Seth Rollins again in the middle of the ring could be done tonight. No, I want you in the most, you know, I want you on my terms. I want you, I want you to step into my world a little bit. I want something a little more violent, you know, and that's why Seth Rollins, I will fight you at Extreme Rules, but it's going to be in a fight pit match. You know, like, and then they could have gone into it. But to me, and this is all nitpicky, you know, it really almost doesn't matter. It's almost like fine, you know, almost rather they just say it all in that so I don't have to hear it again. But I don't know, man. And maybe they could have had, like, Adam Pearce meeting with him and be like, listen, you know, you and Seth Rollins, this stuff has to stop. You know, so at Extreme Rules, it is Extreme Rules. You know, I'm going to make your match, you know, no disqualification. Or I'm going to make your match falls count anywhere. And then Matt Riddle could have said, like, hey, man, that's cool. I get it. You need to have some kind of thing for Extreme Rules. It's got to be, you know, it should be extreme with me and Seth, but I think we need to take it further. You know, I think we need to, I want him in a fight pit match. And you're like, whoa, okay. And then the intrigue would have made sense more, like, where it was like, he just yelled it, like it was like, oh, what? It's like he might as well yell, dude, I want you in a scissor rope match. And you'd be like, what? Because I was into it all until he yelled that stipulation. It was like, man, they're just delivering exposition for us about the match and the style. And it's like, why are they, what the hell are they doing? I just didn't get it. It's not that big a deal. It's like, it was like a 6 out of 10 segment in the back. These guys have a lot of heat and fire and a great story going with each other, kind of. And so I would say that Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle right now are the number one mid-card story, you know? And it's like, you know, it's weird. Honest, trustworthy Nigerian prince. That's pretty fucking hilarious, bro. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah. I wasn't even gonna time him out. That's actually kind of funny. Oh my god. All right. They did the fight pit once or twice in NXT during the closed off COVID tapings. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's just like it's like the Lion's Den from WrestleMania. Well, see, that's the thing is I didn't even really watch those matches. I think I'd already tuned out a bit of NXT at that time or something. And so I didn't even see those fight pit matches. So I didn't even know what it was. I did see one, actually. I do remember now. I did see one of those fight pit matches. But see, I didn't even remember. So most of the casuals watching are like, what? You know what I mean? 700,000 to 800,000 people who watched NXT knew what he was talking about. And I mean, and I kind of knew what he was talking about. It's some kind of cage in a pit. You know, like same thing as the Lions done, you know, years ago with Owen Hart and Ken Shamrock. I get it, but it was just like, yeah, I'd rather see a Pit of Spikes match, Jag the Panzer. That would have been better. Vanilla Midget pit match. It would have been good. It didn't sound bad, Joe, says Pocket Aces. I just thought it did. I don't know why I didn't like it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I was tired. I mean, I was really tired last night. You guys know that. I just started falling asleep on the show because I had nothing else to say about it, and I couldn't creatively think about anything. I worked yesterday. I mean, I was up at 6 a.m. You know? I worked all day yesterday. And then I labored at night for like hours. And then I drove home to watch Raw to be with you guys. So I was dead. I was just dead. You know, I have a lot of crazy shit going on. I have a lot of crazy shit going on. So it was just discouraging last night. Raw was discouraging. It was just not good. There's just so much happening. And then Raw was just bad. Kushida was just pulled from an upcoming a New Japan NJPW show due to health concerns. I don't know what's up with that. I hope he's okay. Trish Stratus had her surgery. Roman Reigns facing Logan Paul. I still think, like I said the other day, I think it's a pretty good idea. Who else is going to face him? And it's Saudi Arabia. Who cares? Also, Tony Khan shits on Saudi Arabia, which I thought that was kind of funny. Looking for that article, but now it's gone. I wonder if they pulled it. I don't know if they pulled it or what they did. He said the Northeast is wrestling country. The Northeast is AEW country. And he says, we're running a lot of great shows around the Northeast. Well, no shit. Welcome to the Northeast, Tony Khan. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York, New England, Boston, all this shit over here. The Northeast has always been this huge wrestling corridor here. He said, adding an unsubtle dig at WWE. I'll say it, says Tony Khan. The crown jewel of wrestling markets. The real crown jewel of wrestling markets. Not some BS overseas in Saudi Arabia. New York City is where you want to be. And I love, love, love New York. And as a wrestling fan, I've had a special connection to the city. Some of the first memories of watching sports were in New York, watching the Bulls and Knicks, watching the Bears and Giants. But really, for me, wrestling has been my first love. And as a sports fan, you can't be a wrestling fan without loving New York City and without having this great connection with the fans up there. You left out Boston, Tony, you fuckhead. Khan pegged the Northeast as having so many great wrestling fans, and it's a great opportunity to grow business and live business over the years. He cited record ratings for recent AEW shows in Albany, Buffalo, highlighted Wednesday night's event at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, and the next week's show in Philadelphia. As a wrestling promoter, you want to run a lot of shows around New York because it's a great market, he said. Northeast is the real crown jewel of wrestling markets, not some BS in Saudi Arabia. That's what Tony Khan said. I guess you would say that, you know. If the other company was getting paid $100 million to perform in Saudi Arabia in front of a sold-out gigantic stadium in Saudi Arabia for $100 million, I guess you would call them, hey, that's bullshit over there. Damn. That's so weird. Bring back Old Man Joe. Classic. What up, Mr. Devonia? Yeah, I remember old Joe. Don't you remember old Joe freaking out and just flipping out and losing his mind? Question is, do you want to see Bray Wyatt come back to the WWE? I'm going to drop a poll right now for you guys in the chat. Let's see. What do you want of Bray Wyatt? Do you want him to retire? Do you want him to go to WWE? Do you want him to go to AEW? Go to the Indies. Let's drop that poll there in the chat. Colonel Stutter says WWE is getting $50 million per event. The contract was for $10 billion for 5 years. That's right. But I think this year don't they have $100 million this year? Because there's 2 events, right? Or maybe there's not. Is there only 1 event this year? But I think it's 2 events this year, and that's $100 million. That's what I was going off of, but you're right. The real contract is that, I believe. Usually that's something that if Jake DeMarco was around, he would have brought up there, but I'm going off just this year. I think it's $100 million for the year, technically, although they're not really getting paid $100 million for this year, but when you divide it up, I think that's what it is. But I could be crazy. I could be wrong. I don't know. But what's up, chat? I hope you guys hit that like button and stick the thumb directly up my rectum. Super chats are on down below if you want to donate, or the link up top in the chat has the donation link as well if you guys want to fund the show, keep the streams alive, and keep the things going. You know the deal. Do you want Bray Wyatt to come to the WWE, AEW, go somewhere else, retire? Are you sick of it? You love it? You can't wait? You like the tease? I don't know. Is it a tease? Maybe it's not. Maybe where everybody's working themselves into shit. Right now, 42 votes, 83% go to the WWE. So there's where everybody stands. Still a lot of votes to be tallied. But that's a pretty overwhelming situation there. I think Brody Lee was one of the only people that was booked well in the WWE, in AEW rather. And it took a little while to start getting him going. It's like he came in great, then he kind of like fluttered for a second, and then towards the end, they were all over the place again. But I don't know. But it feels like that's what happens in the AEW. Does a great job usually with the debut, but after that, it's about it. You want him to go to Cracker Barrel? Imagine Bray Wyatt signing with Cracker Barrel. That'd be great. 60 votes total. 10% want him to retire, 10% to AEW, and 77% to the WWE. Interesting. The voting continues. Let's hear this this promo by people are up in arms that I have to listen to a promo on she got a promo on Dark Elevation. Let me hear it. Isn't Marina Shafir the one that says that she's the problem or something like that? Like the problem, and I said, what the fuck does that mean? She's called the problem, Marina Shafir or something like that. Is she the one? All right, let me go look it up right now. Everybody wants me to watch this promo. Not everybody, but a couple of people have said, hey, you should watch this promo. Tell me what you think. Okay? Is that good or bad? Let's see. All right, let's see if we can find it. Hard to find things on Twitter now that I'm banned forever. Let's see. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Okay, I found it. Let's hear it.
A message just for you.
Marina Shafir gonna speak here. The problem. She is a problem.
Who are these announcers? Is this Ian Riccaboni from Ring of Honor? And by the way, they're probably doing a better job, but I don't know. They got really dorky voices. Who's it the problem? Is it the problem? Is it the problem? Anyway, people wanted me to listen to this Marina Shafir promo, so let's see what the hell happens here.
A message just for you.
Marina Shafir gonna speak here. The problem. She is a problem.
Why is she dressed like a fucking farmer? Why is she dressed like a feminist farmer? Has she been shopping at the Daniel Bryan store?
Albany.
That's where we are.
My name is Marina Shafir,
That announcer needs to shut the fuck up.
daughter of Disabella Shafir and Benjamin Shafir, and you welcomed us with open arms in '93 when we immigrated here from Moldova.
Oh, it's story time.
You know.
All right. So do you guys remember yesterday when I was shitting on the commentary team because they don't say anything in between talking and they don't play up anything whatsoever or anything like that? Do you remember that? And I said that they should say some things like to push this along. Well, I'm going to say the opposite now. This fucking announcer needs to shut the fuck up when a promo is first starting. So that's the opposite. This is too much like blah blah in the background from the announcers. And the other one, they didn't do enough. And this one, they do too much. Just so you know.
Know me. Yes, you do. My parents created the problem. In Albany, you raised the problem. You are a part of the problem.
Everybody's blaming Albany tonight.
It's not the best.
Oh my God, this commentary is retarded. Why is the guy? First of all, why is the guy laughing? Second of all, then what do they say? Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Please, what has happened to wrestling commentary? You got some guys who don't say enough in between promos and during them, and then you got guys like this who are just stupid all over the thing. Although this sucks already. I can tell this is not going well.
Problem. You are a part of the problem.
Everybody's blaming Albany tonight.
It's not the best.
All of you are part problem.
Let him have it, Marina.
No, these are ticket-buying fans. What are we trying?
Why do these guys both sound the same on commentary? Let them have it, Marina. Oh, no, these are ticket-buying fans. Man, fuck you. Die, AEW. And your commentary teams, die. Fine. Wow. All right. Great job.
You know me.
Part of the
What
problem.
the fuck is she talking
You're part
about?
of the problem, Ian.
What is she doing?
You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me.
What the hell is she talking about?
Losing her mind here.
And look at Vicky. She loves this descent into madness. The madness in the eyes of Marina.
Understand this.
Ian Riccaboni right there with the only fucking smart thing said on commentary yet. Finally. Trying to save this. I think Vicky Guerrero's laughing like, what are we doing here? But Ian Riccaboni trying to save it there, and he is he is a decent announcer. You know, Vicky Guerrero loving the descent into madness. What the fuck am I watching? What is this? You all know me, but you don't know me, but now you don't know me?
Marina Shafir gonna speak here. The
Well,
problem.
Marina Shafir are going to speak here, huh? You should shut the fuck up, whoever you are. These people get hired by a company with millions of viewers.
She is a problem.
You're a problem.
Albany.
That's where we are.
My name is Marina Shafir, daughter of Disabella Shafir and Benjamin Shafir, and you welcomed us with open arms in '93 when we immigrated here from Moldova.
Oh, it's story time.
You know me. Yes, you do. My parents created the problem.
Yeah, they sure did.
In Albany, you raised the problem. You are a part of the problem.
Everybody's blaming Albany tonight.
It's not the best.
All of you are part of the problem.
Let him have it, Marina.
No, these are ticket-buying fans. What are we trying to chase them?
You know me.
Part of the problem. You're part of the problem, Ian.
Whoever that guy is on commentary, fire him. If you're going to be a heel, but being cheeky about it, like, you're part of the problem, Ian. I would have said, you should have said, like, she's right. These people are all part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Maybe you should listen to her. This is ridiculous. These people are ticket-buying fans. That doesn't mean they can't be idiots. That doesn't mean that they're not a problem. Listen to her. You could say stuff like that. But, like, it's just really weird. What is she talking about?
You don't know me.
So wait, the people in Albany know her and her parents know her and they created her, but now she's screaming into the TV that you don't know me? Like, what are you talking about?
Part of the problem. You're part of the problem, Ian.
You don't know me.
Wow.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me.
Losing her mind.
Sounds like Veruca Salt or something like, go on, take everything. My voice is fucked up.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money.
Whoa.
And to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army.
Oh, the chairman.
Donate to me.
The first donation of the stream comes in from Chairman.
Acknowledge me.
And he has acknowledged me.
Shut her mic off.
Shut her mic off. Shut her up. Yo, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman, for dropping $12 on the show, man, and supporting my stream. Thank God. $12 coming in from Chairman. Thank you, sir. She really does sound like that. That's like she has the voice. She should be a singer, a screaming singer. Doesn't it sound like, I guess that's Hole, right? Is that Hole or is that Veruca Salt? I can't remember. It's Hole. Told you, she sounds like an angry lesbian farmer. Or like a feminist farmer. She hates, like she wants to kill men. And she hates her parents. Like my cousin was like that. You know what I mean? That's what she sounds like. Sounds like that when she yells. You know what I mean? Sounds like she's screaming. All right, let's go back to her.
And look at Vicky. She loves this descent into madness. The madness in the eyes of Marina.
Understand this. Understand this. When the violins play, violence is always on the way.
Wait, what? Oh my God. She definitely meant to say when the what? Oh my God, bro. I mean, this is called dark elevation. Is that what they call this? Elevation? This is dark like what the de-escalation? Like, I don't know, bro. Dark elevation. This is dark descent. This is a dark descent into never cutting a promo again.
Madness, the madness in the eyes of Marina.
Understand this.
Good job by Ian there.
Understand this. When the violins play, violence is always on the way.
All right. That was not good.
I have half the brains that you do.
At least when Sid said retarded stuff, he said it with like insane intensity. See, the thing that always saves Sid to me, because everybody gave Sid such a hard time, you know, sometimes. But, you know, 70% of the time, Sid nailed his promo. 70% of the time, he nailed his promo. And the 30% of the time where he stumbled around, it didn't matter because Sid was actually terrifying. And she almost has that crazy, like, thing going in a way. So she kind of almost would get away with it. But the problem is the promo was so long about, you don't know me. You know me. You made me. I'm the problem and you don't know me. The violence play. It was like way too long of just nothing. But at least when Sid screwed up, it was only for a second or a couple of seconds. But when he did screw up, you were actually like, he's nuts. Like, that's what, like, it was part of it almost. You know what I mean? Like, I have half the brains that you do. And you're like, yes, I believe that, but I'm also terrified of that because you'll kill somebody because you're insane and huge. So you're like, he's a moron, but he's huge and insane. He's Psycho Sid. So when Sid fucked up, it was like, well, he's nuts, so it doesn't matter. Sid, you're going to be fine for this. I don't care. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Hulk Hogan, I curse you. Hogan, I curse you to hell. You were like, what? Like, he was so over the top ridiculous, but it was hilarious, right? It was either like funny in a weirdly good way. It's not like Lance Archer. Like, Lance Archer is funny in, like, you're stupid. Like, Lance Archer is like, everybody dies. And you're just like, wow, you're a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Lance Archer's like, everybody dies. And you don't believe him. But if Sid had said that, if Psycho Sid had said, everybody dies, you'd be like, whoa, Jesus. Like, I believe him. Like, I actually believe that. But Lance Archer, I don't believe him because you can't even pin a person. This is more fake tough person talk. I mean, bro, first of all, this fucking hemp hat has to go. You can't fucking cut a promo where you're like, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Yeah, you know, your fucking fashion sense is the problem. Okay? That's the problem. The problem is what you wore out here. You came out here dressed like a fucking, like you're 2 seconds away from joining Oregon Antifa. Okay? You came out here like you're going to a farmer's market. And then you start cutting a promo screaming at people. It's like, dude, first of all, the presentation is wrong. First of all. That's the first issue. Somebody with a hat like that doesn't cut a promo like this. Someone with a hat like that cuts a promo like, I feel sorry for all of you souls out there who aren't in the light and aren't at peace with yourself. And because you're not at peace with yourself, I'm going to have to bring violence to you. I'm going to have to break bones. I'm going to have to break skulls. I'm going to have to tear ligaments. I'm going to have to do whatever I want. And that's the type of thing that's going to happen when you step in the ring with the problem. Or that's the kind of thing that's going to happen when the problem just decides to find you. Because if you want to step up to the problem, all you're going to find is violence. All you're going to find is misery. And all I'm going to find is happiness. And then you can grab your little hat and tie it all back to, I'm a happy hemp girl. And I'm unstable. So I'm a happy hemp girl. Start the promo, I'm a happy hemp girl. Then in the middle, go crazy. Then at the end, go back to, I'm a happy hemp girl. See you later. Then it makes sense. Otherwise, that hat doesn't make any fucking sense. Neither does the flip-flops and the weird whatever. Was she wearing flip-flops? I mean, I don't even care, bro. She could have wore a garbage bag. I'm concerned about the promo she cut. Oh, she's wearing shoes. Okay, I like her. By the way, I like her outfit. I like her outfit like if she's like walking down the street or she's my wife or she's my friend. I'm like, yo, you look kind of cool. I like what you look like. But not in the ring as a wrestler. By the way, I think I just cut the promo that she should have cut. She should be on Impact Wrestling, says Barry Head in the chat. See, like, I agree with that. Oh, man.
Shit bum.
Not good. Not good. In fact, atrocious. MTA427, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Hey, man, it means so much. Thank you guys for dropping some donos, man, to make this, fun the stream here a little bit. I appreciate it, man. Let's listen to this. Like, I got to hear it one more time. Just what is going on here?
My client, Marina Shafir, has a message just for you.
Marina Shafir gonna speak here. The problem. She is a problem.
That part, fine.
Albany.
MTA, thank you.
That's where we are.
My name is Marina Shafir, daughter of Disabella Shafir and Benjamin Shafir, and you welcomed us with open arms in '93 when we immigrated here from Moldova.
Oh, it's story time.
You know me. Yes, you do. My parents created the problem. In Albany, you raised the problem. You are...
Okay, so I'm starting to figure this out now. I'm starting to figure this out now. She is trying to remain face and friendly, it sounds like, in front of her hometown. Right? Like, but try to tell everybody else, everywhere else, though, that you don't like them. The problem with that is these fans don't really know her yet and don't really understand yet that she is a hometown person. Nor do they like her, love her, or hate her yet. They don't really know. They're kind of indifferent, but she's been heel. So all they know is she's kind of been a heel. But now she's trying to tell them that, like, you guys raised me. I like it here, I guess. But the fans haven't yet been able to absorb anything about her yet to care. You know, they've got to kind of like you first, right? They've got to love booing you or love cheering you. So in order to cut a promo and get over in front of your hometown, you can't just be from the hometown. If they tell you Barry Jones is coming out next and he's from here, pretty much for the most part, nothing's going to happen. No one's going to cheer, boo, or anything. They're going to go based off the tone of the person because they don't know enough. But if somebody comes out that they've enjoyed booing, cheering, whatever, and that person says, you know what, I love you, New York, because I was raised here and you guys raised me, they're going to cheer because they're going to say, oh, you know what, he's supposed to be a heel, but we really are entertained by him, and he's from where we are, so we're going to now cheer him a bit. MJF is the ultimate example of that when he was in New York recently. But, like, there's other examples, too. But you can't just say, like, oh, I've been an annoying heel kind of, and nobody really knows what I'm going to do or say, and now all of a sudden I'm going to tell you all that I'm one of you. You know, it doesn't really work like that. How does no one know this? Did she not? Maybe she didn't know this, I guess. But, I mean, if I'm in the back and I'm being told about what she's going to go out and do, I'm like, yo, no, you don't do that. That's not going to work. You can't just be like, oh, I love you guys, but not everybody else. They don't like you or hate you enough yet to like you or to give you that credit or to accept you that way. People don't just automatically accept everybody from their area. Especially, you know, whatever. Anyway, that's my point.
Are a part of the problem. Your parents created the problem. In Albany, you raised the problem. You are a part of the problem.
So, and when she says that, I don't know if she means that she's a part of her, like they're a part of her, so that's good, or that, like, you created the problem, so I don't like you either, just like my parents. I don't know which way she's going.
Everybody's blaming Albany tonight.
Well, I guess they're blaming Albany there. So I guess then at that point, no, you're actually trying to tell the crowd, I blame all of you for me. So now I'm getting it here. No, you are part of the problem. You're part of the problem with me. And then Vicky Guerrero turns around and points at everybody and says, all of you are part of the problem. So does that mean like that in a negative way or a positive way? So I don't even know yet if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Let's continue.
It's not the best.
All of you are part of the problem.
Let him.
So now she's saying all of you are part of the problem, as in like all of you wrestling fans in attendance tonight. So everybody here in attendance tonight, you're all part of the problem. So I still don't know yet if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Have it, Marina! No, these are ticket-buying fans. Why are we trying to chase them?
You know me.
Now she says, you know me, to all the fans. So now I'm thinking here that now she's embracing again, saying like, you guys all know me. I'm the problem and you're part of me. That sounds like a good thing to me. But Vicky Guerrero is pointing around like you're all bad. And Nyla Rose is pointing around like blaming the crowd. But now she's kind of like saying like that's a good thing.
Part of the problem. You're part of the problem, Ian.
You don't know me.
But now she's pointing at the camera. So she said, you guys all know me and you guys are all part of the problem and I'm the problem. And then but then her managers are acting like the fans are a problem, like they're bad. But she's acting like she's happy that the fans are part of her. But now she's pointing at the camera to the people at home saying, all you people at home, you don't know me. So now she's telling the people at home, everywhere else that isn't her hometown, you don't know me though. So now to me, that tells me that, oh, that was a face promo for the crowd, but now she's going after the people at home in a different way. So why was Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose pointing at the fans like they're bad then?
You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me.
So now she's screaming at the fans at home that they don't know nothing about her, and she's getting angry. So again, this tells me that she was cutting a face promo to the crowd, but the crowd didn't understand what she was doing. So they don't even know that she's cutting, I think, a face promo to them to embrace herself to her home crowd. Well, they don't care because they don't like or hate you yet, so it doesn't matter to them. And now you're screaming at the crowd at home that you hate them and you're getting angry, which is now making the fans in the audience actually start to boo you as well. And they're also booing because this makes no fucking sense. That's the other reason they're booing. You're retarded. All they know is she's wearing a fucking hat.
Losing her mind here.
And look at
Now the fans are starting to kind of grumble and boo and not really say anything really. There's like no reaction because they don't know what's going on.
She loves this descent into madness. The madness in the eyes of Marina.
Understand?
The madness I'll agree with. There is some kind of madness here. I don't know what it is, but it's there. So Ian Riccaboni, that's the best thing that the commentary said so far.
This.
And then she says understand this twice because she doesn't know. I don't think she knows what she's doing.
Madness. The madness in the eyes of Marina.
Understand this. Understand this. When the violins play.
When the violence play? Did you say violent play or when the violence play?
Violence play. This. When the violins play.
She said when the violence play.
Violence is always on the way.
Okay, this sounds like a middle school kid who's writing a promo for Backyard Wrestling. You're writing your own promo for Backyard Wrestling, and you go, when the violent play, violence is always on the way. First of all, that's stupid. But when you say it wrong, like when the violence play, wow. That is legitimately one of the worst promos of the last 10 years. When the violins play, violence is always on the way. Is that what she said? Violins is her entrance music? Oh, okay, all right, thank God. Oh, my God. Thank you guys for telling me that. Oh, my God. When the violins play, violence is on the way. All right, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. That's like when you hear the glass at your ass. Whatever. Okay. We'll give her that one. Thank God. I thought she said when the violence play. Holy shit, dude. I was going to... Thank God. Now, that promo still sucks, but at least that makes sense. Whew. What's her music? And the violins play. That's all she should have said at all. That should have been the whole promo. The promo should have been like, you know, I was raised in New York and you guys accepted me. And you guys raised me into the problem. And I'm going to be a problem for everybody. For everybody here, for everybody at home, for everybody in the locker room. I am a problem. And when the violins play, violence is always on the way. That would have been fine. You know, kind of lame, but whatever. But it still sounds like a middle school, like backyard wrestling, whatever. And again, the promo still made no sense. I love you all. I don't love you. Or maybe I'm like, is this too intellectual for me? Am I missing something? Am I stupid? Like, am I missing something about this? Where's her AEW theme? Does she have an AEW theme? What's her name? Marina Shafir? Where is the theme? Is this it? Is this her theme? Is that her theme? Listen, I like the straw hat, but it doesn't fit her. It does not fit her. I just told you why it doesn't fit her. Doesn't fit her. The violence, you know what I mean? Violence, I'm crazy, you're the problem, I'm the problem, doesn't fit with the goddamn straw hat or the weed hat or whatever hat it is. Listen, I like the idea of making her kind of a crazy person. You know what I mean? I like that idea. If they make her an insane person and she's a loose cannon and she's nuts and all that sort of thing, I like that idea. But this promo was bad, you know? This was a really bad promo.
You
really
all
bad.
have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army, donate to me. Acknowledge me.
Do you want to see my Italian stallion? Suck it.
Hey Joe,
Yo.
Just a heads up. Wyatt is not White Rabbit. It's Cross.
It's
He
Cross.
was known as White Rabbit while in Lucha Underground. He even tweeted a White Rabbit.
DWELSH dropping some knowledge on everybody. Cross is the White Rabbit. Well, it's possible that they're trying to get Cross to take claim to the White Rabbit, so it throws you off that it's really Bray Wyatt, or vice versa, whatever. I mean, if WWE was smart, they would have Cross come out with the White Rabbit type of stuff, right? But then, like, a week later, they could get Bray Wyatt to come out, and it would be like, oh, damn, like, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. But anyway, I'm over the Bray Wyatt stuff for the most part, but it's just such a big rumor right now that we got to talk about it, I guess. Cross's best thing he's ever done was return on SmackDown or whatever it was a little while ago. When he showed up that night when Triple H had taken over and did the attack, like, that was the most exciting thing, you know, besides his girl coming out with him, that's gone on in WWE so far. So it could be some kind of a swerve or a double swerve. You know? Could be some kind of a swerve or a double swerve. Possibility. Rambling White Rabbit, says Corey Martin. Thank you, Corey. Well, and thank you, man. Hit that like button if you guys can. I'll be on my way soon. So if you got anything to say, Superchats are open. The dono link is up top. And I've probably got a few more minutes here, maybe. Couple more minutes here. Joe, that's what it looks like to me, says James Jones. Vince McMahon is the White Rabbit. Imagine if Vince McMahon came out in the bunny suit. Maybe Road Dogg will come out with the bunny suit again. But yeah, I'd like Marina Shafir to be crazy. I think she should keep going with this sort of crazy motif. You know, and even though this promo to me is just whacked out, like ridiculous, terrible, I would just pour it on that she's crazy, you know, and keep going with that. And then this sort of makes sense eventually in a way, in some kind of way. I don't know. But to me, this did not land right for almost anybody. I mean, unless there's some kind of agenda here that I don't know about. I don't know. Sid Negan says basically what Marina Shafir is trying to say is that Albany created her heel gimmick. The problem, it's all their fault, and she is who she is now. But then she blames the people at home that they're the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get what sort of is going on, I suppose, but it's weird, man. Yeah, man, Zdeno Chara gets to retire a Bruin today, so that makes me happy. I love Zdeno Chara, and I'm glad he was able to retire a Bruin today. I love Zdeno Chara. Like I want to be in a relationship with him. You know? So shout out to Zdeno Chara. I love Big Z. No doubt about it. IBS is the problem, says Delusional Asshole. Could be. I do like her bone structure. I don't remember how she is in the ring, but if it's anything like this promo, we're in for fucking AIDS. So, yeah, I don't really remember how she wrestles. I wish I could to tell you what I think about that, but, you know, maybe I'll go watch a couple of matches. I remember liking a couple of things she did, though. I remember thinking, like, oh, that was, I mean, Jade is wrestling right now, so, but I love Jade's look. So, I'd have to I'll go rewatch some matches with Shafir, and I'll try to figure out what I think about that. PK Subban retired today? Really? Jesus. I mean, he was in the league not even close to as long as Zdeno. Right? Man, it's hard to believe that people that joined the NHL when I was like 25 are now retired. Like, it's so crazy. She has a face made for chair shots, says Run DMG. Jesus. The White Rabbit is literally the White Rabbit from Adam Rose's Posse. Wouldn't that be great? I'm back, everyone. Yeah, let's have a party. Be a rosebud. I'm back for the party, everyone. Oh, my God, I'd love it if he came back. Have you seen Adam Rose, too? I don't know what he looks like now, but he worked out like crazy. Like, Adam Rose, dude, he worked out like insane.
Super chat party.
She looks like Blossom with that hat on.
Oh, my God, you're right. Oh, my God. She really does look like Blossom. Wow. Yeah, she does look like Blossom. Tactics attacks, Will Tactics. Wow, that's a great point. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what he's been up to. I don't know what he's been up to. Adam Rose, because I was friends with Adam Rose for a long time, like on Facebook, and we were friends, and, you know, he'd been on the show. And we were kind of friends on Facebook. Like, I would check in with him, you know, once in a while. We would talk and stuff like that. He might have deleted his Facebook. I don't know. Let me see. He might have deleted his Facebook. I've always wondered about what's been going on with him, because like he has had a really tough personal, you know, life after getting released from the WWE. You know, he's I think he separated with his wife and stuff over all that stuff that happened, and, you know, his kid has a real, you know, has a medical issue, you know what I mean? And that was tough for the kid, and I don't know, man, I feel really bad, like, that I want to know if, like, you know, when you want to know, I wonder what happened to somebody or if they're okay. I used to just kind of keep up with them on Facebook. But now that he's not on Facebook, he's really nowhere. I can't. Yeah. I mean, I know he announced his retirement. I guess he might be on Instagram still. Yeah, no, he's gone from Instagram too. Maybe? Yeah, he's not on Instagram either. Man, I can't find him anywhere. I don't know if anybody has seen him, but I don't know where he went. Sorry, but all of a sudden I just got obsessed with trying to check on him. Dude, it makes me sad, bro. I used to check his Facebook just to see what's up. Huh. Leo Kruger. Yeah, he would. He got ripped too. Adam Rose got ripped. I mean, you know, he was really ripped. I remember because we were Facebook friends, and he would post like shit, and I'd be like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing, man?" He was jacked, and I'd be like, "Dude, what are you doing, man? You're jacked." And I was like, "Well, maybe, you know, whatever." And then they when they brought back Drew McIntyre, or Jinder Mahal rather, I was like, hey, it's not a bad idea. They brought back Jinder Mahal after he got ripped and got serious. You know, maybe the same thing will happen.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army, donate to me.
Yo, it's Jack.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge this hat. Scissor me.
Hey Joe, how's your day going so far, mate? How's your new dog doing? Go to say if people donate $110 or $100 to your channel, you're always very grateful and appreciate it. So many channels out there who couldn't give a shit about you, but you actually care.
Damn, man. Yeah, certainly, bro. I mean, oh my God, dude. I don't know what you specifically donated with the translation of pounds, but I just got $37.49, and that's pretty awesome, man. Thank you very much for that. No, because listen, Jack, I mean, I don't remember how long you've been watching, Jack. I don't remember, but you know, when I started this show in 2013, when I started this channel and I went to go just wrestling on this channel, I mean, I just did it for fun at first, you know, and then when this became a part-time job on top of my, you know, whatever, and then when this became a full-time job, so I get it. Well, yeah, dude, I've seen people get donations before where they're just like, yo, Jay, thanks, man, $50, holy shit. Anyway, yeah, I think you're right. You know, it's like, wow, this guy just gave you $50. Like, you know what I mean? Someone gave the guy $200. He did the same reaction. I was like, wow, I get. So, I'll put it to you this way. I have massive ADD, and I have a sales brain, right? I have a reward system in my brain. And, like, even that $37 right now, like, I'm like a dog. I'm like, did I do good? I did good. I did good, Daddy. I work on a reward system in my brain. First of all, you just supported my family, my house, my family, my life, this show. The donations are down so much, and I've had so much screw-ups financially that I'm working 2 other jobs besides this. So trust me, nobody appreciates it. I don't know if anybody appreciates it more than I do. This means a lot to me when people are supporting the show. But also I have a reward system brain. So when I see 5, 10, when I see donations coming in, like I'm like a dog chasing a car or something. Like I have a reward system in my brain. I think, wow, I must be doing an okay job, or people must want to see this. You know, but if I went 2 hours and there was like $5 that came in 2 hours, I'd be like, oh, man, like I don't, I didn't do a good job. Like I don't know, I must have been bad. I must have been terrible. So no, man, like I always get excited for that shit because that means that I did something right. I took 2 hours out of the day. I could have done something else. I could have done some other work. I could have told my work I need more hours, you know? So nah, bro, I get really excited all the time and very appreciative. So yeah, dude, I don't know how some people, I've seen $200 come into people before and they're like, oh, wow, Jason with $200. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Bill will be the killer at the end of season 2. Thanks for that donation, man. Thanks. See ya. Bro, I get $200. And it's jerk off time. You know what I mean? And it's like I genuinely like get weird about that. Like I get excited genuinely about it. So it's fun. If anything, I start thinking like, damn, I got to do something crazy, you know, for this. I don't think I've earned this. I don't know what to do. So I pour syrup on myself maybe. Oh, I heard the dog bark. You guys want to see the dog? No, I agree, Mr. X. Everybody does, but there are, I don't know, man. Not everybody does. There are some big channels that they almost, and the reason is because they've got so much to do and so many donations coming in that they can't sit there freaking out over every dono. They got to be like, cool, man. Oh shit, $100. Anyway, on to the next one. So I don't even blame them that much. It's just that they've got a lot going on. You know what I mean, on their channel. So I get why. Because back in the day, dude, I used to get so many donos, too, that it was fucking... You guys remember? We couldn't get through shows. Do you guys remember that? There were Monday Night Raw reviews where we were an hour behind donations. Monetize this, we would be behind donations by an hour to 2 hours. Some of you may not know about this, but in 2017, 18, and maybe even in 19 a bit, there were times where it was like, dude, we were 2 hours behind on donations because there were so many donations, you couldn't let them all play because if they did, the whole show would be donations. So you'd have to like stop the donations, do 20 minutes or 30 minutes, then go back to donations, then stop them again. That way you could start spitting out content and then go back to the donos because otherwise it was like people didn't want to hear songs playing for like hours. You know what I mean? Because it was nuts. Like, I remember that time, and that was the problem, was you had to be careful. We'll go $38 for Jack, top dog of this stream. But yeah, you had to be careful because it was so crazy. So you had to eventually, like, new people listening or new people coming in were like, dude, is this whole show just donations coming in and shit? Like, it was crazy. So we had to pause them and shit like that. So dude, that was a crazy ass time. Yeah, Dave Rose remembers. Are you going to see the new Halloween movie? I guess so, because I thought the first two remake ones were pretty good. I mean, they're all right. So I'm going to see the third one and see the trilogy, this version of the trilogy, I guess. But then we got did you see the Hellraiser trailer? The new Hellraiser trailer came out today. Yeah. It's a female Hellraiser, but that didn't really matter to me in the trailer. It didn't. It's just kind of funny with everything going on about how they change people and stuff. They gender swap and stuff like that. So Hellraiser being a female didn't seem to matter really to me in the trailer. I know that it's just a eye-rolling, like, another thing that people do, but it was pretty good.
Basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
So make the shows great again, you jerk off. So you can be behind on donations again. Stop having nerds on your shows.
Well, if I didn't have anybody on my show, then there wouldn't be anybody on my show. So I don't really get it. You know what I mean? The people that come on my show are the people that decide to come on my show. Unless are you calling Dave Rose a nerd? Are you calling Dan Kennedy a nerd? Who are you calling a nerd? I don't really get it. Because the Discord is open to anybody to be on the show. So the people that are on the show are the ones that want to be here. I don't make the lineup and say that this is who I'm putting on the air tonight. I just leave the Discord open. And people that want to come on. So I don't make the rules about who's on my show. Oh, the new Pinhead is transgender? Well, it makes sense that the Pinhead would be able to change its sex, right? It could be man, woman, because it's not really anything. It's like it or something. Like, it could be whatever. I don't know. But yeah, oh boy, Sith, is it whatever. I mean, it's Hellraiser, I guess. I don't know. Fucking thing has pins in its head. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Mr. Pico Boulevard, maybe you're a nerd, Maybe you're a nerd, Maybe Garguts is a nerd. But if I didn't have those people on the show, then the show would just be me. So if you want the show to just be me, then you could say that. Joe, you just do the show by yourself. So you want me to do the show by myself? You want me to monetize this by myself? You want me to do out of nowhere monetize this by myself? That's weird. It's kind of weird. Strangely, I think the idea of trans Pinhead is even more horrific. Yeah. I kind of don't really have a problem with Pinhead, I guess. But then again, I don't know the lore of Hellraiser, right? Like, I've seen the Hellraiser movies and I kind of liked them enough. They were okay. But I don't know how it feels to be a hardcore fan of Hellraiser. So you would have to be a hardcore Hellraiser fan to tell me, here's why it doesn't make sense or why it does make sense or why it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to say what I think. For me as a casual person who'll watch Hellraiser, we could see. I get an invite expired when I tried joining Discord. Oh. Well, I can send it out again. It shouldn't be expired. It does expire here or there, just to save, to keep it, safe or whatever you want to call it. I'll drop the Discord link right now. Yeah, anybody can come on the show, or try to be part of it. Not right now because I'm going to be getting off the air soon, but in the future. Here's another Discord link right there. So there you go. Sith Negan is not Himmelgod. I've spoken to Sith Negan multiple times on the phone. Sith Negan is not Himmelgod. Himmelgod is Himmelgod. The minute you hear Sith Negan, you'll know he's not Himmelgod because they have distinctly different voices. You know what I mean? Mr. X says, I'll F Rhea. Jesus. God, Lord. Good Lord. Yeah, Jack. What's up, Red Jester? How you doing, man? I'm going to be heading out, looks like. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you to Wrestle Boy with that $1. Jack, who donated $37, $30 technically, all the way from the UK. And Will Tactics, DWELSH, MTA427 for the $5 super chat. Chairman, who broke the ice at the beginning of the show. Thank you guys for supporting my channel and these live afternoon streams. Thank you. Stall Hard says, bet you $100 Bray Wyatt's going to rip off new Hellraiser, then releases he's just another concept without any plan of direction. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys have a million ideas, and they keep rattling off their ideas until they go nowhere after 30 days. And then there's nowhere to go. It's like Malachi Black. I'm going to be the House of Black. Ah! And then it goes nowhere. I'm going to be Aleister Black. Ah! It goes nowhere. You know, like all these things just eventually, they just go nowhere. You know? Maybe I'll watch NXT tonight. I don't know. Maybe. Rhea took more souls than Shang Tsung. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm out of here. Nico, what's up? Cross ain't the White Rabbit. Why would you come back just for them to change him up? He has been missing again, hasn't he, a bit? I think he's just trying to throw people off. They're all trying to, play us in different ways. But there's got to be something to it, I would think. So we'll see what happens going forward with all this stuff. Leave it in the chat. Hit the like button if you guys can on the way out. I will catch you potentially tonight live after NXT, maybe tonight. Live after NXT. Later, man. Later, Sith. Oh, NXT is taped? Well, NXT, I think, is black and gold again tonight, so they should be bringing that back, I think, tonight. But again, changing the colors doesn't mean crap if you don't change the product. And make the product really good again. Now, I didn't really like NXT, the TV show, even when it was black and gold. I just like the takeovers. So I'll wait for the takeovers and see if there's a difference. If not, then we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yes, if you want to be on my show, make sure you just join the shows. Or, we may have to put you on hold for a bit, but we'll get you on the shows. But the people that come on the shows are the people that want to come on the shows. I don't know how many. I know that some people are retarded out there, but I don't know how many times I have to tell you. But the people that come on the shows are the people that want to be on the shows. Anybody else doesn't want to be here because they're not here. Or they'd be here. But they don't want to be here. So you'd have to talk to other people. Not talk to me. Unless you're a fucking retard. I might be live tonight after NXT. I don't know yet, man. I might just stay at work. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Catch you guys maybe tonight. Maybe catch you tonight.
You fucking mark!
About Joe Cronin, I could
see you guys later.
Less. I'm not really a fan of Joe Cronin, but definitely not a fan.
He thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a very shock jock or whatever. But I have to explain, he looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper.
That guy is retarded, and yeah, I could care less about him, dude.